So, is a hub and spoke, point-to-point, or loops the best way to set up your city's transport lines? Maybe it's a combination of two or even all three of them. Well, today we're going to rip out the extremely random transport lines that we've got in Kettlebridge and replace them all with efficiency. So here we are in Kettlebridge, and it was just this past week I was looking at my city's transport setups and realizing that we really need to work on these. And I did a little poll on YouTube, on Twitter, and on my Discord, and these were the results that we got. On YouTube, interestingly enough, loops was the one that was voted for as the one that you thought was the best to use in your city. You can see the results on the screen there. 50% thought that. And then on Twitter, I mean, it's very, very close. Loops and hub and spoke have won out in that poll. And then I ran the same thing on Discord, and loops are running away with it, but hub and spoke was very close as well. So I thought that was quite interesting, the spread across the city. But I'm thinking that we are going to go for a combination of items. Now, we do have down in this area here a little bus hub. We've got trams that run all the way around our main island over here, Biffington Springs, and of course we have our metro as well. We zoom out a little bit further, we have our train lines that run in and out and around the city to various points, and then we have a huge mishmash of bus lines. What I'm going to do, I don't know whether you've seen this before, it's just been shown to me. If I open my transport lines, it just takes up so much of the screen, it's really hard to see. But if you choose this option in here, interface, turn off interface scaling, there we go, it does shrink. I'm not going to keep it on this because I'd like to be able to use my eyes for the rest of my life, and you probably can't see it online, but it just gives us a little bit more room up here to see what's going on. And if we zoom down here for instance, look at this green bus line here. Oh my goodness me, it's this one down here. I'm going to turn that one on. It is just so wiggly. It comes down there, it goes round there, it goes up through here, it loops around, it goes across the river, it comes in over there. It is just absolutely all over the place. And that's not the only one that does all this wiggly weirdness. I mean, there's a couple over here. We've got some that cross over. Yeah, it is just all over the place. So we have the one bus hub down here. We are going to set up metro through here as well in Teelan Downs and Spencer Crofts. We've got our metro and tram. The tram, to be honest, around here is more just it looks nice running around the outside on the quay walls. That's what that was for. But it does help. It does take some people. Down here is getting super, super busy. So we need to make sure we've got enough transport options to cover here. And then if you want to get from one side to the other, I don't think buses are the way to go. We did have some express bus routes, which to a certain extent they do work. I mean, that green one was one of our express routes, and it just goes all over the place. We've got Biffa to Teelan, which is, it comes across the bridge here. It's this purple one, so it goes down the main road, across the bridge, and then through here. Yeah, so we need to look at that. The usage is okay. Some of them are a little bit rubbish, a little bit low. Overall, we're getting a lot of people using them. Our trains, maybe not so much. A lot of these are coming in and out of the airport, in and out of the outside of the city. They'll be used more if we have more expansion in the city. Metro, one way's okay, not so much the other way. So yeah, we've got some work to be done. And just before we do that, a word from our sponsor, Instant Gaming. If you like saving money on games, Instant Gaming have fantastic deals on right now. Please use my affiliate link. You can see it on screen and it's in the pinned comment below. This link can be used for Steam, PlayStation or Xbox games too, with amazing deals. Trending right now is Football Manager 2024. Can you make it at the top? Also the new expansion pack for Sims 4 for rent, and a city building game that is getting very popular at the moment, Pioneers of Pagonia. Thank you for your support of my channel. Enjoy the gaming deals, and let's get back to the video. So let's have a look at the size of the sort of bus hub that we've got down here. So this doesn't take up too much space, I've got to be honest. This is a normal bus station, and I would like a bus station to be a hub over here in Biffington Springs. And if we just swing this around, oh, there we go, an autosave. I'll just have a very quick sip of tea. There is this piece of land that has not been used yet here behind the university, and I've very much been thinking that this would be great to pop a bus hub into. Let's just have, or a bus station. I should say. It's going to end up becoming a hub. So that is not too bad. We've got some space to maneuver there, which is good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it against that back road for now. There we go. And then we're going to just do some work on here. I'm thinking of having... yeah, one-way road. We could just use bus lanes as well, couldn't we? Well, let's draw this in and then we can change this afterwards. So if we sort of go like this, might just need to monkey with this path a little bit here. Oh, getting a bit of a delaying things. I think one of the mods I'm using at the minute is giving me a bit of delay. There we go, when I'm placing things. We might have a look at that in a moment. And then this one can come in over here. I don't mind the fact that it's all a bit sort of asymmetrical and looks a little bit different. If you could snap onto this one here, I'm going to bring it out like that and then go into there, and then we'll turn on the snapping again. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. We'll get that to go along there, and then we'll add some bus lanes on here. One way. Upgrades. There we go. Is that going to do the whole thing? Well, it's done it on that one there. Could I just change it to a bus road? Which is what I'm trying to do. Yeah, because it's a one-way road, we're just going to get the same thing on either side. That's fine. So we get a road coming in and we get the bus going in as well. And then I'm going to turn this around. So that should still fit in up against there. Excellent. Very good, very good. So that could be our central hub-ish for what we're working for at the moment. And then our subway that we know is under here somewhere, I'm going to pop... I find it so hard to see the subway underground. There it is. Look, this very dark little line that comes through here that can hardly be seen. Our subway at the moment is there. Could we pop that on here and just rejigger this a little bit? We could. And I'm going to use an alley. Come out of that view there. And I want that to hook into here. I'm just wondering, actually, if we just join these two together, you can come out. Oh, it's not letting me do that. Why are you not liking that there? Oh, there we go. That's better. I'll go like that, and then we'll go into there. And then we're going to pop a metro on here. And then we're going to hook these up and sort of move the lines around. I'll just do it off camera. You probably can't see it either. One sec. Oh, there we go. Look, if I go into delete mode, underground, now we can see what's going on. So I'm going to take that one off, this one off, this one off. That's going to go. Yep. And I'm hoping it's going to automatically join the lines back up again. We shall see what happens. Yeah, it didn't automatically move, but I've got that added in, so that's fine. There we go. So that just adds that stop in there in our little hub. Which is going to help in this area. Yeah, I think what I'd like to do is our road here that comes over the Grand Bridge, which we put in a previous episode, where that comes in here, joins onto the highway, and then as we've got it set up at the minute, it bends around the corner. I'd like to do a bit of a rebuild and have that go up here, and then have that come across and connect up in some other way. I know there's some train traffic. I've just solved the issue down there. Don't worry about that. It might mean that we lose a couple of houses, but let's see what we can do. So if we just get rid of those for now, you can stay there. You might end up coming back. So that carries on straight out. Where's that going to go? Yeah, it's just going to continue down this way, which is good. There we go. I think that should be fine. And then we've got to find a way to connect this road to it as well, which, I mean, it could maybe swing round here and connect up. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. So this road carries on down over the top. This is like a little side road that comes off there. I mean, we could have attached it to here, but I think that will work okay. We're just going to remove the traffic lights from there. There we go. And then the little extra space down here we've gained, we'll use that as parkland. Very good, very good. We could just do a little bit of work on here quickly with our traffic lights. We're going to go for advanced split phasing. Don't think I'm going to worry about the pedestrian passes. No, we'll do that. And then we'll just leave the lanes as they are. That's fine. Excellent. So now we're sort of branching over into this area. Now we can take our bus station and sort of think about where that could fit in, what sort of space that would need, which I don't think it's too bad just to get that along here. I'm wondering whether another train station up here, that'll probably be a lot further at some point. Yeah, let's just build it off of this road here, and I think that will do for now. And I'm just wondering whether... So we're going to pop that in there. whether we should move one of our depots over here, because we've got these two humongous depot situations going on here for all the buses that we need, although that's only using 2 of 85. I'll tell you what, we'll wait for that. Because we are going to be deleting our lines, we'll find out exactly what works the best once we get there. Okay, so that's going to be the center of our other hub, and we will have metro coming in and out of there. And this is thinking ahead. We've got one there, and we will be expanding all of this. So that is going to become central to Teelan Downs and whatever's next to it. And then if we move over here to our new area, which hasn't been named yet, I asked you a couple of episodes back, and that hasn't been released yet. So when I see the comments for that episode, I will pick the name. But we do have a train coming in here, which is great because that connects up to the train line here that goes around everywhere else as well. So that is excellent. So this is also going to become a hub, and we've already left this large road in here. What I'd like to do, is that the one with the bit in the middle? I think it is. Yeah, we'll go like that. I'd like to just add a medium roundabout for turning around, and then the other side of this road, which way is that going? In, out? Yeah, that's fine. Shake it all about, no problem. We're going to add a bus station over here. I'm just thinking if we go a little bit further down, yeah, I think that'll be okay. Just so we've got a little bit of room. We could also add some parking to this area like this. Actually, what I'm going to do is put that one-way road around it like we have before. Upgrade that with a dedicated bus lane. There and there, and I'm also going to add dedicated bus lanes in here as well. That's going to let me, you have to really be specific about where you want to place it. Can I do one going round the roundabout? Nope, you'll have to chance your luck there, and then we'll have that one coming in and out there, and then it'll go round the rest of the city. I'm then going to turn this around as well. So that'll fit in there. Yep, there we go. Excellent. And then we could just add some parking along the back here. I'll just put a basic parking lot in here, and then later on, if we wish to change that, that just seems far too big. We'll go with that one. That'll be fine. We can adjust that when we get into this area a bit later. Excellent. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bus hubs, which I now want to connect up with metro. So let's just look at that. Well, let's start over here in Spencer Croft, Teelan Downs, and over to our new hub. So all of these are definitely going to get metro stops. So we're going to pop those in, or subway stops as they're called in the game. It's all going to be underground. I will pop that right next to there. I'm just wondering whether this has any additions that take up extra space. No, that one's locked. What is that? Taxi stop. Okay. What do I need to unlock a taxi stop? A taxi depot. Oh, okay. Let me add a taxi depot in here. Why not? I guess that's under buses. We could add that right next to there. Is that going to fit in there? That'll do for now. Yeah, and let's have a look at this. Oh, do I need to unpause? Okay, yeah, there we go. Oh, all right, okay, that just adds it out the front out here. Okay, excellent. Well, that's worth adding into other places as well. I might just move that around. Do you know what? I'm going to do that now. Let's grab that. Let's shift that. That taxi's like, where do I go? I'm going to pop it up the side here. Overlapping items. What is it overlapping? It's overlapping that. It's overlapping that. If I go there, then we can add just a little road coming down here just for this. There we go. That'll do. So we could use that upgrade in other places as well. But we've got our metro there, which at the minute, yeah, people could come in. The idea is, I'm thinking, is the buses will bring people into the hubs. Then if they want to go to another area, they can go on the... Ooh, jumpy game. I haven't had that for a while. They can go on the metro or the train station. So down here at our other big bus station, which is here, there we go. I'd like a metro in here as well. And I'm just thinking what we're going to do is utilize, what's that building there? Medical clinic. Yeah, if we just utilize a small road down the side. I don't want to connect it all the way in there. I'm going to stop there, and we'll add our metro on the side of this. I'm going to pop it there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm also then going to add a little path through here. There we go, just so people can cross over there, and then we'll add maybe another little path down the side. There we go, so they can get around from there. That's good. And then, so that's metro from there to there. We've got this other hub up here, which has got the train, but I'm thinking definitely we want to add the metro on it. Has this got like a, what have we got on here? Oh, station services, kiosks and stuff like that, which adds comfort. Oh, yeah, let's add that on. What does that give us? A Limsa bar. Oh, excellent. Oh, we'll definitely be upgrading with those. What else do we get? A built-in taxi stop. We'll add that as well. Yeah, excellent. A subway interface. There we go. So that's going to be underneath. We are definitely adding that. Extra platforms. Don't need it yet, but I'm going to add it anyway. Excellent. So that's subway here, here, and here. And then I'm thinking, do we want another one in here somewhere? Yeah, I'm thinking we are going to add another one all the way down here. So if we can just sort of plop that on there, that's fine. And we'll add a couple of paths in, which will sort of add some crossings as well. Let's put our snap 2s on. There we go, like that. So they can get across to there, they can get through here. We can add some other crossings as well if needed. So then all we need to do is, if we grab our subway tracks, and we can just do, what I'm going to do is a loop with those, then we'll go from there. So let me just get those loops sorted out. And there we go. So what I'm thinking with the smaller amount of stops on here. Oh man, now you've made it super difficult for me to see what's going on. Thank you, game. With the small amount of stops that we've got on here, that means that this subway can just keep moving super quick. Yeah, that's going to go on the right one, isn't it? So that's the idea. And then our buses can bring people in locally. So let me just set up a clockwise and an anti-clockwise loop on here. Okay, there we go. So we've got the Teelan Downs counterclockwise and the Teelan Downs clockwise. Excellent. So we'll see what the usage ends up being of those. Metro seems to be pretty low, but I think that's probably because the way we've had things set up, because they get in on the Metro, then they've really got nowhere to go after that. So just going to have a look at our Metro here. There's some options for this as well. Small shops, restaurants and kiosks. So if you notice there, it says the upkeep and then comfort 30. And that is really the thing that helps people make a decision as to where they want to go. Let's have the extra platforms. Is the extra comfort. Dispatch centre from all over the city, not just dedicated taxi stands. Yeah. Garage extension. We'll add that for some more vehicles as well. We've got this little spot here. That'll be good. So then each of our metros, there's the other one, I'm going to upgrade with that and increase the comfort. So hopefully that's going to encourage more people to take these. So this is saying not enough vehicles. I know why, because that is not connected. That's it to my metro thingy. This. Ah, yes. I need to run a line from there, don't I? Over to the city. Actually, we can just loop it around here, can't we? When I say over to the city, I meant over to the other thing. We need to buy another square or two. Let's just get those. Seems silly not to have them. And then we can just hook this up. There we go. Hook that up in both directions. So now, hopefully... Oh, that's still underground. That ain't going to work, is it? Let's hook that up properly. There we go. Excellent. Very good. So that will give us everything we need there. Oh, that only gives us 10, doesn't it? Oh, good grief. Maintenance faster. Let's go for that. And then let's add this one. More subway trains. We'll get 15. So I'll keep an eye on that to see whether that is going to be enough. And then the other one was here. No, we've upgraded that one. We've upgraded that one, upgraded that one, upgraded that one. Excellent. Okay, that's good. So that now keeps our subway running in there. So now we want to look at these hubs and we want some bus lines to run out from those. So that means we're going to have to remove all the other extraneous bus lines. That's not the right button. It's this one. That, yeah, are just going all over the place. Actually, while we're over here, just before we do that, we're going to upgrade this with taxi stops, even though they're not necessarily needed. We'll add in the extra platforms. We're not going for the bus recharging stations, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then over here, if I can grab that, we'll upgrade that with a diner. We'll upgrade that with the extra platforms. Invalid shape. What? Have I already got it? No. All right, we'll see how we go without it. Then if you're not going to let me have it, fine. And then this one over, I completely lost where we are. There we go. I'm just going round our metro line that we've got here and adding diners to all of these as well. If it will let me just grab the darn thing without grabbing the lines underneath, that would be great. I've realised now if you do a page down, it just does enable you to see a little bit clearly. What's got? Come on. There we go. I've already done that one. Cool. Okay. So that is all of that pretty much upgraded. And then we get back over here to the please name me area. We've got this one. So we'll do the extra platforms and the taxi. And this one here, we can add in service station with the restaurants. Darn it. There we go. A bit of anarchy. That goes in. The taxi stops. And the subway we weren't going to do necessarily, but we will. Extra platforms, why not? We'll just get the lot, because that's all giving us nice little XP bonuses as well, which is fantastic. Okay, right. Let's start with the buses here on Teelan Downs. Hopefully I've named all these correctly. So it's anything that's Spencer or Teeland are the one. So the Spencer Croft Loop. Let's have a look where that goes. There we go. I mean, that is just ridiculous. That is just utterly ridiculous. I'm afraid you're going. Yep, there we go. It's gone. What else have we got? Spencer to Teelan Downs. Now, this is a line. That's a bus line. Where's that going? It's showing up here. It's not lighting up for me, so I can't see it. Let's try that again. Oh, I know why. Boink. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. There we go. Excellent. So that's this purple one here, which again is going all over the place, going all over here. Whereas technically we don't need buses over here because we'll have the metro, won't we, over here? So this one's going to go as well. Gone. And then we've got this Biffington to Teeland Express. I mean, this one is just a joke. This just literally wiggles around absolutely everywhere. It goes all the way through here. It goes all the way down there. It really doesn't do what the name says it should do, which is be an express. So that one's going as well. And then we've got this one here I wanted to look at. Biffington to Teeland, which actually is being used really well. And we can see why that's going all the way from Biffington Springs down over into this area. But that's the sort of thing I'm trying to stop, is having a bus travel that far. I want to keep bus locally. So even though this is being used a lot, that is definitely going to be replaced by... I mean, I'm not entirely sure what that's going to be replaced by. If it's going to have a metro link from one side to the other, which I think is probably the best thing that we're going to do. So I'm going to remove that. And also, I want to just show you, I'm going to remove them all. I am absolutely just going to remove all of them. That's what's going to happen. And then we're going to redo them all. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay, so what is next on the list? Well, I think adding a joining subway across here would be good. We've got this one subway station here. Now, unfortunately, I mean, we could, I'm saying unfortunately, we could just branch it off of here, couldn't we? We don't need to sort of mess around by adding more stations in. If we just have that come straight along here and then come in over here somewhere. And now I think we are going to add another subway down in this direction. Although when you get off the subway, you're going to want to get on buses and stuff like that. So we don't want it appearing right in the middle of a housing estate like this. Where would be more suitable? Yeah, I think over here with our bus hub, because then you can come straight across, jump on the bus hub and off you go. So I'm thinking then maybe we'll just run something across from here. Yeah, there we go. I think that's okay. Just running backwards and forwards from there shouldn't be an issue. And if I could see what I was doing under here, that would be fantastic. Here we go. This is the one. So I think we're just going to go from there all the way over to the left-hand one over here. Boink. And then back again. There we go. Excellent. So that is going to become our new connection between Biffington and this is in Spencer, isn't it? So I'll just name those lines. Oh, it's so good having this a lot smaller. So that'll be this one here. There we go. Biffington to Spencer Express. How many trains are we going to have on there? 2 vehicles. That'll be fine. Going to be free like everything else. I need to check that on all of the lines that we've been adding because I keep forgetting to make them free. We'll make that purple as well. Brilliant. So we have got, let's have a look. So we've got our subway that loops around here. We've got a subway that loops around here. We've got a connection between the two. And do we want subways going to the further distances? No, because we've got train up there, which hooks around. So I think now we want to run through our bus lines, and make sure that we've got these set up correctly. Just before we dive into that, just very quickly looking at my train lines, and I've got this one here, I think it is, Palmer to International, yeah. This one goes round and joins down here, But also then we've got the one that goes from Palmer Springs to Please Name Me. And I think basically if we delete that one, and then what I want to do, let's turn that one off there, is I want to extend Palmer to International Airport instead, because it just seems odd just to have, okay, let's do it this way, train and passenger. It just seems odd to have it only going up to there when it could continue all the way down to here as well. So let's just bring that in. Oh man, I'm pressing all the mouse buttons at once. Oh, we've got trees on the line. I'll have to fix that. There we go, excellent. And then we can drag that to there. That to there. Is that on the same platform? Yeah, there we go. So that goes all the way through. So that's now Please Name Me to International Airport. So I'll just change the name on that. There we go. Excellent. And then one other change is over here where we've got this train station where we've just put our stops in. We have no metro. So if people get off here and want to come into the main area, there will be buses, but I'm trying to sort of keep buses local and not have them cross over the river. That's my idea. So that means we do need a metro in here, which we know. What have we got here? Station services. Yes, please. Can I have the next one? If I hover over it. Yeah, taxi stop. We'll add that. It's like it's not giving me the pop-up. There we go. Subway interface. Yes, please. We'll add that. And I think this one is extra platforms. We'll add it anyway. Why not? We'll see what happens. But yeah, now we can add this subway in and it will just join up like that. And I've just run a line from here over to here and back again. That's it. Nice simple one. So that will bring people in. Now you're complaining about not having enough vehicles on my new line. Okay, so that means, good grief, we need to expand this, and this is at, it's at 13 to 15, so I don't know why it's not saying there's enough. Maybe that'll go out and increase. We'll see what happens. Is that not actually joined? Yeah, that's joined to everything else, isn't it? So yeah, we'll see what happens. That should increase. Okay, right, now for the buses. So we've got our hubs, we've got our loops, so now we're going to be doing our spokes, and this is how I'm thinking of setting up the buses. So I decided just to put together this little map just to help me visualize what's going on. So we can see we've got M's for metros. We've got our metro loop that goes round. We now have another metro up here. It's not marked on, which we've just done, which connects across there. We have a university. We have an elementary school. We have a high school, elementary school, college, another elementary school. And then we have a whole load of parks all over the place. Right, so to help me visualize what I'm doing, I've made this map of Biffington Springs, as you can see. We have the BH here, which is the bus hub. We have the M's for the metros. This is the loop going round. We do have another metro up here now, which we've just added after I did the picture. So to getting across to this train hub park area is covered by the metro. Then, of course, we have our university, elementary school, college, elementary school, high school, and then a whole load of parks dotted all over the place. And then what I'm thinking of doing is running some lines from the bus hub, probably a little something like this. So if we sort of go down here to the end and then have a turnaround spot, and that can come back there, and then we'll switch this color to something a little bit different. I want to take in as many of these little suburbs as possible by also hitting some of the larger places. And then we're going to have this one maybe come down there, and they can sort of have a crossover point. So if anyone wants to get on the other one, they can do that, and that's going to go back that way. Let's pick another color. And then this one here, I'm thinking it's going to run down there, go up. Such a bad line. That is Winky Wonky at its finest. It's going to come down there, go up through there, and then this is a pedestrian road, although actually we could come down there, go up through there, and then come through this way, and then they can turn around and come back. Then we can have another color. What should we have next? We'll have this light green, why not? And then that could also come, I might add a little connection around the back here. I don't think there is, but that could sort of zigzag through here, take in some of the other schools, and then come back that way. Just a nice short little line. And then finally, let's do a yellow one. This one I think is going to loop around there and then somehow come into there and come back again. So that's now covering all of the areas, and people can walk to our bus. We'll have bus stops all the way along here. This is industry. Commercial is sort of spattered all over the place, so we don't overly need to be concerned about where's industry, commercial, residential. That is all covered. People here can walk to that line or that line. I mean, this one might instead sort of come down here instead and round. So maybe a little tweaking, but something along those lines. The medical university, I am thinking about possibly just adding one loop that or one line that comes into there, and I might just sort of bring that down here and into there like that, or I might bring it up that way, something like that. That is what I'm thinking of doing. And then for Teelan Downs, our second island, we've got the tech uni, elementary schools, all the usual suspects, colleges. We've got our metros that go around here in a big loop, and I'm sort of deliberately missing out putting, you know, you might think here's obvious for another one, here's obvious. These are just all low residential houses on both sides here. I don't think it's needed, and I want to keep the metro moving super quickly between our bus hub, our train station, our other bus hub, and then this is sort of over near our commercial area and the college as well. I think that will work okay. And then for our bus lines, I mean, any lines that come into here, people can walk to all of these areas, the high school, the elementary school, all of these parks. So I'll be thinking of running sort of something out to down here somewhere like that. Let's grab a different color, and then we might sort of come up through here. There's a lot of people there. I might not actually be going on the correct roads, but no, I'm going to do that one again. That is horrendous. Drawing a straight line. These are a lot of commercial shops all down the middle here. So we're going to bring it down there and then bring it into the hub around the back here somewhere via all these parks. There's a whole load of parks going on there. And then I want one going up to the technical university, so that might just follow this one and then come straight up the road, stop outside there, stop outside the elementary schools and come back. And then we've got this hub over here. I'm thinking about bringing one straight down here and straight up this road and back again, and that will take in a whole load there. We might actually, I'm going to tweak that one because I know there's like a little park in here. We're going to come in there and we're going to go around that park and back again. That's how that's going to work, and take in all of that area. Then we'll just grab another color, and then here we're going to go straight down. Now, I'm wondering how to do this. I don't want to head into the industry area with all the farms, and this is industry here. I don't want to clog all that up. I'm sort of trying to stay off the main roads, but we're going to get into the main road here. I'm thinking. Do I want to have one? Yeah, I'm going to have one straight down to the college as well. And I'm also just thinking that we're going to extend this one. Do I want to just make that a super long one through the middle here and up into our industry, and then it can turn around at the top here and go back again? That's the wrong color, but you get the idea. And try something like that. So that one crosses over. It can hit up with that green one. Yeah. I mean, you know, there's going to be 1,000 different ways to do these, but that's what I'm going to do. Let's jump back into the game. So I'm going to spend the next half an hour doing this, and I'll be back to you. I've just realised there's a whole load of stops all over the place that are in the wrong place. I'm going to have to go through and delete all of those. I'll be back with you. Right, Biffington Springs is done. It's so hard to see. I've just sort of done it myself, but you can see we've got the yellow line down there, the green line down here, the purple line cuts through there. Then we've got this line that goes up through here. And then we've got this one that loops around, probably just about see the green, comes back, and it comes through here. So a couple of down this way here, a couple of the lines do cross over. We've got one space left unless we upgrade the bus hub. And there was going to be an orange line through here, if you remember in the picture. But I'll be honest with you, in this section here, we have got the metro, we've got this bus line, and we've got the tram. So I think between those three things, we're covered. That's actually a bit of an easier view, isn't it? Seeing what's going on there. Yeah, there we go. And the plane's flying over the top. Right. Let me remove all the bus stops on here and then set up these lines. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the first line that I'm going to run down here into this area. And this is the busy main road. And I'm just wondering whether we could just run a bus-only road through here and just sort of cut it across, hit a couple of places, then come into here and back again. And that would sort of serve most of our industry. Question mark. That's going around that way, which means they're going to have to come back up and go out again, which will be a little bit weird. We might just change the direction that road goes. But let me just run this down here as a sort of concept and see what it looks like. I don't know, something like that. I mean, it's a bit weird. It's a bit out there. I know why this is set this way, but if I... Oh, it's the whole road, isn't it? I'm going to need to change. Let's grab that. So if I go like that, then that sort of makes more sense to join onto here. And then we can add that. And that crosses over. What? So they go in. I feel like my brain isn't working properly. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they can go in there like that, and then when they come out around the back, they'll go that way. Yeah, that's fine. It's just the visual thing. I thought it was crossing over. That's no problem. Yeah, if we do something like that, and then we could go through and add paths to any areas where we think people are going to want to walk out. So we could do something like that. I'm assuming, now I've done this, that we can get stops on here. Road required. What? Oh, so I can put these on here. Oh, okay, but I can't put these on here because it needs a lot of space. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so we could have paths going through at any spots where we think they could do with access. So maybe, I think through here, we're going to end up losing a bit of the building. That's fine. And then we can have another little path coming out there. Connect up. We could have another one there. Okay, game, thank you very much. Doing an auto-save. That's what I like to see. Then we can have another one coming down here. We'll lose a bit of a building, but we'll get a crossing. What the heck has gone on there? Oh, I've got anarchy on. Ha, that's why. And then up here, we're getting all over the place. And then definitely a path coming up to there. And I'm even going to add another one there. And this makes this a lovely... Can you connect without doing a crossing? Little area perhaps for a park. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let me set that one up. Okay, pretty sure I've got Teeland Downs done now. So, yeah, a couple of the lines look a bit like they go all over the place, but they don't really. So we've got this one here that goes down the main road, down our little bus routes that we set up, and back again with various paths to get to the industry. Then we've got this purple one that comes out, takes in, this is a very vast, low residential area, and it goes up and around the top, because up around here, you've got some commercial, and we've got all of these mixed residential commercial buildings there. So it does that loop going around. There we go. If I go down, it's a little bit easy to see. So that loops around, takes in all of this area here, and then back to the bus hub. They can switch over, walk over to the buses if they want to get to the industry. That's fine. And then we come over to here. This looks messier than it is. So we've got the yellow one, which basically it goes in this direction. So on this one-way road here, we've got this couplet, if you remember, at the top. I've got this little loop that comes around, a little turnaround loop there, and a little turnaround loop there, because this one takes in this area here. It comes for our tech university, comes up here to we've got a metro, of course, and a train station. Back down the outside of the couplet, one stop there because we've got City Hall nearby. Then no more stops all the way round. Then it overlaps with this line here, there, and goes back in. And then to go back out, this goes in a big loop. Overlaps there, overlaps over here by all the parks, overlaps here. And then when it's on the main road, it doesn't stop at all going up this way. And that goes around in the big loop. And then we've just got another line that goes all the way down here, taking in all this housing estate, loops round, goes all the way back, and goes into here. That is basically it. So these are all the bus lines we've got. I've coloured them like we had on the map. So we've got on Biffington Springs, we've got 5, and then over here we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got another 5 on here as well. So hopefully, with the amount of stops we've got, none of them seem to be above 12, which is good. They're all point to point apart from that one loop. I'm hoping we've got enough buses to work for it all. I haven't unpaused yet. So what we're probably going to see now is 1,000,001 buses coming home, and then 1,000,001 buses going out to our new lines. If we check that one there, where does it say the line? TD bus line 8. So this is probably going to get super busy for a while. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back in time, and I'm going to check all of the people that were using our bus lines before, and all the lines before we set it up. And then I'm going to let this run for a while, and we're going to get the figures again from our new setup, and we're going to see how it all goes, which is going to be interesting. We've got 85 buses we can use on that one, 85 on there. I don't think we're going to be using that many now, which is good. This is going to take a while, so I'm going to grab a cup of tea and I'll be back. Look at that mess. Well, just over a year has passed and things are going well. They're using the bus station, they're jumping into the metro. Loving the look of the colours on this as well when you add the little extra stands and things. That one's going well. Let's spin over here and take a quick look at this one. We spot it from above. There it is. What have we got in here? We've got Bev's. What is that? Bev Pop. Not even Bev's Pop, it's Bev Pop. This is going, oh man, look at all the people walking. They are absolutely loving this area, which is great. Okay, that's that one. I wanted just to check the little BRT, would you call it, running down here? I mean, it seems to be going okay. I've added some stops in on here. People are walking, using it. Let's check over here. Yep, look, all just got off a bus. Let's go through here and have a look. Not so many. And maybe some over here come up to the college. Yeah, look, they're using that as well. Fantastic. Let's go over to the other island. So our new bus hub setup. Bit of a problem with the traffic and the crossings here. I'll tell you what, why don't we remove some of these crossings and then we're going to compare some figures, because I tell you what, I've just had a look myself and it is absolutely fantastic. We're going to have one there, one there. That'll be fine. What are you doing? Have you broken en route? Passengers, what is going on? And you're going in there to park. I feel like there's something wrong with that bus. Oh, he was about to be deleted, but he's going okay. All right, excellent. And then the other one over here. No, that was it, wasn't it? I haven't got another bus up. Yeah, excellent. Okay, right. So let us get on the screen some figures by way of comparison. Okay, so just very briefly, we've got the old stops on the top. We've got the new bus stops on the bottom. There we go. And probably, what have we had before? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 before. We've got 10 lines now. The usage now is so much higher, which is good. A couple of them a little bit low. We'll probably drop the buses on them. I haven't tweaked these lines at all. They are what they are. So we haven't changed any of those. And then our train lines, we didn't really touch those much. Has usage gone up a little bit? I'd say it has. 0% on this one, but okay. Then we've got our tram lines. And usage has gone up. Oh, it's sort of evened out a bit, isn't it? Whereas before it was heavily weighted towards the counterclockwise, so that's good. Our subway, we've drastically increased this. So 5% and 1% before, and now we've got all of these people using it. This is absolutely brilliant. So then let's take a look at our overall transportation. There we go. This is the new one. We'll have the old one over on the right-hand side. And flipping cheese sticks. Look at the difference. Tourists was 267, now 1,755. Citizens was 46,000 odd, now 123. Nearly 124,000 a month in total. That is nuts. More coming in by the train. Tram, instead of 4 a month citizens, 62,000. That's subway, isn't it? Sorry. Tram, more or less the same, so that's not too much difference. Train as times 3. Buses from 25,000 to 34,000. Taxis have gone up as well. We've added taxis. That is unbelievable. And then I think if we could have a look at the traffic flow, I don't know if that's going to be much different. It's so weird the way this works now. I don't see it changing too much. It looks almost exactly the same, I'll be honest on that. But overall, we don't seem to be getting... I mean, we're always having traffic around these little spots here. It's just the way it is. But overall, I think that is an absolutely stupendous change to what we've got. And there's so many more people walking, using the subway. I think that's great. What do you think? Is there anything that you would have done differently? Let me know in the comments below, and then maybe watch this other video on the screen where we dive into sorting out loads of traffic in our city as well. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you all for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.